Hi there everybody, Ollie here, aka Secret Nimbus here, another episode of Magic Duels. So for today's episode we are back with the blue and red control mill deck. So this is a not too bad an opening hand. We've got Jace, Alchemist, Vial and Telling Time to get us going. We've also got a Radiant Flames to kind of take down any kind of aggressive decks, which looking like this could be, as we've already got an Expedition Envoy down on turn 1. So let's drop the Highland Lake, turn 1. Unless we get a what's what I'm looking for? Unless we get an unless we get a basic mana, we're going to be not playing anything on turn 2 at this rate. Or and then we're probably looking at getting the Telling Time. So see what he does. So he's going to be playing the Expedition Envoy, smacking us in the face for 2. So at this rate, we're probably looking at playing Radiant Flames on turn 4, depending on what he's got really, how aggressive he is. Okay, so nothing on turn 2, so I think we'll just drop the second Highland Lake. There's not really much else we can do right now. Maybe have to Telling Time next turn to actually, find something. Okay, so he's played a Stone Quarry, so he's still only on 2 mana, so I'm assuming that he doesn't have anything else he can play for 2 mana, hopefully, which will be quite nice. Okay, so yeah, he's still got nothing he can play, which is good for us because we're not in a particular hurry. Very nice. We've got a second Radiant Flames, so I think we'll play out Sulfur Falls here, and then we'll just Telling Time. The reason I'd rather play out Telling Time rather than Alchemist Vial is that Telling Time, Alchemist Vial triggers Sphinx's Tutelage, whereas Telling Time does not. Because as you can see, there's no draw keyword in there. It just says put one of those cards into your hand, not draw one of those cards. So we're going to Telling Time here. Hopefully find something good. Yes, please. Yes, please indeed. Yeah, double Sphinx's Tutelage with a Telling Time is bloody incredible. So we might Radiant Flames this turn, wipe both these off the board before he can actually, play any enchantments on top of them, and then think about playing Telling Time next turn, maybe? Yeah, I'm going to Radiant Flames now, just because, like I said, we can't really afford to have all of this. So what's he planning on playing? So he's Titan Strengthening, so that doesn't... Oh no, it does help him. Pushes it out of range, so he'd have to wait one of his combat tricks, however, saving it this turn. That kind of works for me, because it basically means that we've got rid of a Titan Strength, so we don't have to worry too much about that in future. Depending on what he plays here, we could always think about, so what's he played? He's played out the Chasm Guide, so I think we will actually be playing a second Radiant Flames out next turn, just to keep these down to... Okay, this will actually get haste, so we will be taking 5 damage this turn. So we'll drop down to 9, but hopefully this is about the most damage we're going to be taking for the rest of the game, so... Because he can't save it this time, thankfully. So very nice to find a 4th mana as well. So like I said, we're just going to Radiant Flames again. And then we're going to try and drop Sphinx's Tutelage down next turn and start milling him down would be a good idea, I feel. Okay, so he's got a hero, Irosis Champion, so that does have double strike. That's a problem. That's quite a tricky card to deal with. Okay, so I think we're just going to drop the Sphinx's Tutelage. We'll probably have to take the 4 damage this turn. Yeah, I feel as though we've just been out-aggroed a little bit here, unfortunately. I mean, that first... having to waste 2 Radiant Flames was not the best. Did have a manage to get rid of a Lantern Scout for him, so we will drop down to 5 here. And then we probably want to think about maybe dropping Jace next turn and just bouncing it back to his hand. Okay, so we've got a Fire Mantle Mage. Almost want to just play out ordinary, like Baby Jace, and be able to then replay out a Radiant Flames as well once we've flipped him. So we are going to take 4 damage here, however. Drop down to 5, not particularly good. So we'll be milling him there. So I said we are going to play out Baby Jace, I think. There's a play out you. I mean, I could drop the second Tutelage, but there's no point. So what we want to do is basically prevent you from blocking this turn. sorry, prevent you from attacking this turn, and then we're going to try and pull back another Radiant Flames, hopefully. So we are just going to stop you from swinging this turn. So I'm about to die here unless I block with Jace, unfortunately, I think. So yeah, he's about to swing at my face for 5 damage unless I block. So basically I've lost unless I actually block this damage. So this was just really aggressive, unfortunately. Block you. Oh, they've got Menace, so yeah, I'm just dead. Okay, never mind. So that's GG for game number 1. Just got aggroed down by an ally deck. Okay guys, here we are for game number 2. We're playing the rank 34 Alter Ego. I completely forgot to check who we were playing in the last game. Doesn't really matter, but this is quite a nice opening hand. So we're going to be Telling Time turn 2, Fevered Visions turn 3. We've got Chandra for later on in case we need it. Yeah, I almost feel like that last game there wasn't really much I could have done. Maybe wasting that kind of that initial Radiant Flames, maybe being a bit greedy. Maybe we should have waited to see if he tapped down first before using the first one. Although he still would have taken a lot of damage regardless. So, okay, so he's got himself a Sylvan Advocate on turn 2. Very good turn 2 play Sylvan Advocate. It's a very, very tough card to deal with. Okay, so we do have a Telling Time, so we are just going to do that now. Doesn't really matter when we do it. So we'll grab that Alchemist Vial, and I think we will grab the Sulfur Falls, just so we can actually, you know, start working towards Chandra. So we will take 2 damage this turn from the Sylvan Advocate. And we've also got a Tireless Tracker, so we are being aggroed down quite a bit here. Again. Okay, so he's got 5 damage on the board and we've got absolutely nothing, so do I go for Jori and River Diver instead of a Fevered Visions? Yes, I think I do. Get you down next turn, maybe? Just so I can actually, you know, block the 2/3 Sylvan Advocate. And we're going to take 3 damage from the Tireless Tracker regardless, but not really much I can do about that, so I will just block you. You might have a combat trick, but it doesn't look like it. So yeah, we blocked 2 damage there at least, which is the main thing. Okay, so what do we do here? Fevered Visions or Alchemist Vial? I'm thinking Fevered Visions, just because it's going to obviously start impacting him as well. We're 2 turns away from Chandra, so we'll skip attack here because we want to block the Sylvan Advocate. Okay, we got another mana. So yeah, that will kind of wipe the board with Chandra, but there's not really much we can do about that. So again, we're just going to block you. So he's going to Fevered Vision, so he's going to draw a card and take 2 damage. Okay, we're just top decking mana like crazy here, so I think this turn we're just going to Highland Lake, Alchemist Vial. What are we going to find? Another mana. Okay, we're just, you know, flooding out like crazy here. Skip attack. How much mana we got down? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, do I actually block the Tireless Tracker, knowing that I'm thinking of playing Chandra next turn? So what's he done? He has actually pumped that up, so no, we do not block the Tireless Tracker, we block the 2/3. So yeah, we're just going to block you. So now we could have blocked that one, it wouldn't really, that was actually a really dumb idea. I should have blocked the, what's what I'm looking for? I should have actually blocked the 4/3 with my Jori on River Diver, knowing it was going to die this turn. I could have prevented 2 damage there, and it's still my turn. That was really weird. Okay, it just skipped over his end step, so I couldn't actually play out the Telling Time when I wanted to, but that's interesting. So I think we're just going to play out Chandra and -3 her. We do have the Sphinx tutelage down for next turn, so let's play out Chandra. And then -3. There we go. So that's his threats taken off the board. We do have a Radiant Flames in future to potentially, what's the one I'm looking for? Take down any other aggro cards that he might play. that will threaten Chandra potentially. But we are now swinging for 6 every turn, and we've also got the Fevered Visions working for us, so he's ramping up now, which is good for us because it means that he won't be playing anything else this turn, I hope. I mean, he's getting 2 mana down. Is he playing Super Friends? It doesn't look like it. We do have a Cure in there, which is interesting, and an Akoum Firebird. Maybe it's just like a kind of a 5-colour, like, crazy deck of some description. Okay, so he's got a Jaddy Offshoot. So I think we'll be playing out Sphinx's Tutelage this turn. So he's going to take 2 damage, go down to 14. We can start milling him now as well. So play out the Mountain here. It's +1U. And then we're just going to swing with both of our elementals here. Excellent. So yeah, this deck is brilliant against slow decks such as this one, but against the really aggro decks, it does come under a bit of a problem. I mean, humans, it's not quite so bad. I feel as though what we were playing last time, that I just lost against. Brain's gone fuzzy here. We were playing against. What were we playing against just now? My God, it was we literally just played it. Oh yeah, allies, wasn't it? Of course it was. So yeah, I was like, what deck were we just playing against? It was an allies deck, wasn't it? So we're just going to trigger him again. So he is a little bit screwed here. What do we manage to mill? Tamio's Journal. So it looks like it's maybe some kind of like clue deck, maybe. We can't play Touch of the Void this turn. Okay, so he's played out Sorin. So let's see what he does. So unless he can somehow draw an 8-mana spell, we should be okay here. Okay, so he's deals X damage to target creature or planeswalker and you gain X life. Okay. So he's just had the -2 Sorin there. So we probably somehow need to kill Sorin. I mean, we'd like to get a what's the one that does 4 damage? We'd like to see that here. Exquisite Firecraft, that's exactly what I wanted to see, thank you very much. So we can actually kill Sorin this turn, which is quite nice. So at this point, we were looking as though we were going to be able to take him down via health, but now it's looking like we're just going to mill him down instead. So we are going to be able to kill Sorin, thankfully, because we found the Exquisite Firecraft. Okay, so we shall mill you again. Play out Sulfur Falls. We shall then Exquisite Firecraft Sorin. Go to hell for killing my Chandra. We've got Touch of the Void in case we need it. I mean, I could Touch of the Void his Jaddy Offshoot potentially to stop him gaining any more life, so he would actually then just die in 10 turns. That is actually very tempting. Yeah, I'm going to do that actually. You know, stop him gaining any more life from that one. I mean, we've still got 2 Alchemist Vials to. Ooh, very nice. We managed to find a Rolling Thunder, so this could actually be pretty devastating. This is why this 1 copy is in the deck for this situation where I've got a lot of mana. Okay, or we're just going to kill Chandra with it. That also works for me. So yeah, we can actually potentially kill Chandra. So can I prevent both of these from blocking? How much mana have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So just going to block one of these this turn, hold one of them open for future, and then we're just going to kill Chandra next turn. Just going to swing with one of them, and then we're just going to Rolling Thunder his face. So, yep. Oh yeah, we could actually have pinged. I completely didn't think about that. I could have pinged it at Chandra's face and saved some mana on the Rolling Thunder, but that's fine. So play out the Mountain here. So we need to do at least 5 damage to Chandra here. So we play Rolling Thunder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll do 6. Reason being is that way I can then hold open at mana for 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh right, okay. So I can only do it to Chandra. I can only literally just. That's a shame. I should have held back one of the manas there, but I didn't realise I couldn't split it between planeswalkers and an opponent. So just keep milling him down here then. We've still got an Alchemist Vial open for preventing kind of like something like... okay, so he's got Anguished Unmaking, so he's going to be able to Pulse of Marasa. So he's going to gain 6 life. So he's actually going to destroy my Fevered Vision, which is interesting. So we do have the Confirmed Suspicions this turn to counter any spells he plays, which I think he brought back a Green Warden of Marasa, so keep playing you out. We've got Comparative Analysis as well, so we can potentially do both of them this turn coming. So if he tries to play out Green Warden, we'll Confirm Suspicions and then maybe Comparative Analysis as well, which will allow us to draw 2 cards. So he's going to try and Anguished Unmaking that, so we are going to Confirm Suspicions. Counter the Anguished Unmaking. We then obviously get 3 clues on the board. That was quite nice, that counter spell there. Because he's almost milled down. We've only got 20 cards left to play, so we are going to Comparative Analysis. So play the Surge cost. We're going to draw 2 cards. 1, 2, and we've also got all these clues to sacrifice as well. So why not? I mean, all he's played out is Nissa, so we're just going a bit crazy here. So we're going to mill him 3 times here. Look at that, beautiful. This has been a fun match actually. You know, kind of it's been like Super Friends versus Control Mill, and I feel as though the Control Mill has been a lot more effective here. So we're going to mill him down again. So what do we do here? Do we just... I'm just literally just going to sacrifice both of these clues here at this point. We're just going to try and mill him completely down at this point. I think that is the optimal play here. So he's down to 4 cards. I don't think we've got any other way of causing card draw right now, so I think we should just Jace maybe? Or do we go for the Tutelage play? We've got to try it at least. I mean, he's got 4 cards left, you know. What do we get rid of? A Fiery Impulse maybe? Will this completely mill him down? That is the question. No, it will not. That's a shame. So we still have 1 mana open for the Alchemist Vial. Okay, so we've got to toss away some cards here. There we go. A couple of mana. So he's got 1 card left. 1 card left. We almost milled him down. If I lose here, I will have like egg all over face, you know. 1 card left to mill. Didn't quite do it. What else has he got? Mina and Den Wildborn. Okay, so he's got Green Warden of Marasa, so obviously got to let that go through. What's he pulling back? We'll have a good look here. I don't think there's any way for him to win here. Okay, so he's pulled back an Anguished Unmaking, but he can't actually use it this turn because he's only got a Rogue's Passage and a Needle Spire. So unless he can, you know, pull a black mana out of his ass somewhere, then I think he's dead. Just gonna Fiery Impulse down you. So yeah, we're just going to mill him down here. You know, he pulled back an Anguished Unmaking, but at this point he's about to lose his last cards and then, you know, die. Okay, so that's him milled down. Excellent. That's everything, and we just pass to his turn, and we win. Boom. Okay, let's move on to game number 3. Okay guys, here we are for game number 3. We're playing the rank 38 Murdoch. Probably to finish off with, you know, probably won't have time to do another matchup today. This is actually a really nice opening hand. So we've got the Telling Time for the digging, Alchemist Vial for the drawing, and Horribly Awry for the countering. Okay, so he's played out a blue mana, so could be blue-white humans, it could be kind of a mirror-ish matchup, so we won't play anything this turn, because we've either got the Horribly Awry or the Telling Time, depending on what my opponent plays, we'll be responding to it. If he plays nothing, we're just going to be Telling Time to dig. Okay, so he has played out Jace, so I'm just going to counter that, just to be a troll. It's kind of card that, you know, it could give him a very good card advantage, so we don't want him doing that. And again, we're just going to... I should have played out my Sulfur Falls there, because I would have been able to use the Scatter to the Winds, but never mind. We've got the Telling Time instead. Is he going to do anything? No, he's not, so we're going to Telling Time. Make sure we don't miss it in this game. Okay, we'll grab the Confirmed Suspicions, and a mana will be fine. Okay, so play out you. I think I just drop an Alchemist Vial. Unless he counters it. I don't think he's going to counter an Alchemist Vial though. Okay, we've got Touch of the Void. It's okay. Don't know what deck he's running at the moment. I mean, we've seen Jace, but not seen anything else. I think he was relying on that to kind of like play something, so he's not played anything out. Neither have we, to be fair, but we're just waiting for one of our win cons to show up at this point. Confirmed Suspicion could be quite nice, you know, turn 5, we'll be able to play it next turn as a counter spell. So has he played anything else out? No, he's not. So we're basically just sat here like looking at each other. So we've got blue-black versus blue-red. Got double Confirmed Suspicions, so again, we're just going to sit here. We're not in a hurry. We're playing, it's probably like counter versus counter, so it's basically whoever's going to blink first. I'm either looking for some kind of card draw or something like that. I mean, he's played out nothing here, and his hand is full. Okay, so we do have the Rolling Thunder, potentially. So put a 2/2 black zombie creature. So yeah, we're looking at maybe some kind of control deck, which obviously he wants to dump instant. Okay, so we're just going to Confirm Suspicions you. Don't want you drawing cards. And we're also going to then sacrifice our clue token, as we would like to draw a card of our own. Very nice, we found one of our win cons, which is the Fevered Visions. Okay, so he's got a Talent of the Telepath, so we can't obviously counter that one. So what we're going to lose? We're going to lose a Scatter to the Winds, a Radiant Flames. So, okay, found the Exquisite Firecraft, so we're going to take 4 damage to the face, but it's not the end of the world at this stage of the game. Okay, ooh, very nice. We've got Jori Unriver Diver, so we may as well play out you and you. So we will draw a card. So we're just looking, at this point we're just looking for our tutelage. May as well play out the Highland Lake. So we're going to draw an extra card here, which is a Fire Impulse. So if he plays a creature out, we've got some way of killing it. Maybe he's looking for Sphinx's tutelage, similar to me. But he's got basically 9 turns left on the clock to find it. Bone to Ash, so he's got some counter there. I mean, we've got nothing here at the moment, so we've got some counter and we've got nothing else. So we may as well just swing with Jori, and then we may as well just, you know, hold open mana for counter spells and maybe sacrifice a clue token. So at this point, we're just digging for our tutelage. Okay, we've got Comparative Analysis, which is quite nice, so we could use that to draw a couple of cards. And we do have a Jace. So do we Confirm Suspicions or Scatter to the Winds? I'm thinking Confirm Suspicions for the bonus clue tokens. And then yeah, we're just going to sacrifice a clue. Oh no, do we go now? Comparative Analysis. I want to save that for if we do manage to get Sphinx's tutelage down at some point. And then he's going to take 2 damage, draw a card. So at this point we're in a really good place. I mean, we're in a really good place. So how much damage are we going to do here? So let me swing his face like so. So we do have, like, for example, we do have a Rolling Thunder. How much damage can we do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm almost tempted to just Touch the Void his face, maybe Rolling Thunder, and then kind of just like kill him that way. I mean, we're not doing anything else this turn, so I mean, we've still got more than enough mana for Scatter to the Winds. So there's our first tutelage though. Let's see if he tries to play this turn. So he's got draw 3 cards, untap 2 lands, and discard a card. So, you know, I'm really just being incredibly mean at this point, but I don't really care about the Awakening at this point. So I think he's dead at this point, just because he's going to take 2 damage and then we can finish him off with the Rolling Thunder. So I feel really sorry for this guy. He just couldn't get a foothold in this match. Like, the best thing he did the entire match was the Talent of the Telepath, and that was about it. Okay? How the hell did we just win? That's really weird. I don't understand how we just won there, but apparently we just won. Okay, fair enough. We won. Interestingly, I don't see how. but we won. So yeah, he must have conceded or something, and the game glitched out and gave me the win anyway. But yeah, awesome. So a couple of really good games there, some fun kind of like control-esque matchups between the two decks. So against that Super Friends deck in game 2, and obviously we out-controlled the control deck in game 3. So yeah, that is the end of the episode for now. As always, guys, don't forget to comment and like if you enjoyed the episode, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.